All right, 4.3, solving equations involving fractions. What we need to do with this type of question is to look directly at examples and learn how to solve them. So, here's the first example. 6 is equal to 1/3 8 plus x. B is 3 times y minus 5 all over 4 is equal to 7. And C is 1/3 times 2x minus 5 is equal to 3/4 times x minus 2. And then one more, D, x plus 2 over 3 is equal to x minus 4 over 5. So these are different types of questions that involve fractions represented in different ways. So we're going to learn how to solve questions like this. The first thing to remember is that all of these questions have a common denominator. If we multiplied both sides of the equations by the common denominator, we're able to solve these questions quite quickly, and you'll be surprised how fast. So, looking at the first one, you'll see that there is only one denominator, and that is 3. So we need to solve by multiplying both sides of the equal sign by 3. We multiply both sides by 3, and what we get is 3 times 6 is 18 is equal to 3. Now here is multiplication, folks. So it's 3 times all of this. That means if I multiply the 3 here first, then I can later expand out the 8 plus x. So multiply 3 here first. So we're going to do 3 divided by 3. And whatever answer we get there, we multiply it by 1. So 3 divided by 3 times 1 is 1. 1 times 8 plus x. Well, 1 times 8 plus x is going to be, when you expand it out, just 8 plus x. So 18 is equal to 8 plus x. We move the 8 over, so it's 18 minus 8 is equal to x, leaving the x this time on the right-hand side because it's already positive, and we get that x is equal to 10. So that's the first question solved. Again, the first step is to find the common denominator, multiply both sides of the equal sign by that common denominator so that we no longer have a fraction. Once we do that, what we can do is then expand out that numerator, so the 8 plus x times the 1. And then once we do that, we do what we did in the previous section, which is moving letters to one side, numbers to the other, and simplifying by collecting like terms. All right, question number B. With question B, again, it's formed in a different way, but we do it the exact same way. That is, we find a common denominator. The common denominator is 4 for both of these folks. That's right, 4. We multiply 4 on both sides of the equation sign, equal sign, and what we're going to do is take 4 divided by 4, that's right, 4 divided by 4, which is 1, times 3, which is 3. 3 times y minus 5. That is, one more time, 4 divided by 4, which is 1, times 3 gives us 3. 3 times what? 3 times y minus 5. On the other side, we have 4 times 7, which is 4 times 7, which is 28. So 3 bracket y minus 5 is equal to 28. Expand out the 3, we end up with 3y minus 15 is equal to 28. 3 times y and 3 times negative 5 gives us negative 3y minus 15. We leave the 3y on the left side and we move the minus 15 over. You get 28 plus 15. That is, one more time, 3y is equal to 43. We divide both sides by 3 to give us 43 divided by 3. And you leave this fraction, again, in fraction form. Improper or proper, definitely never mixed, and especially no decimals, folks. So 43 over 3 is reduced. Okay, let's look at part C. What do we do when we have fractions on both sides? Well, folks, it's exactly what we did for A and B. Find the lowest common denominator. What is the lowest common denominator? That is 12. Both sides get multiplied by 12. So once again, we take 12 divided by 3 and times it by 1. 12 divided by 3 times 1 is 4. 4 times what? 2x minus 5. On the other side, we have 12 divided by 4, which is 3, times 3. 3 times 3 is 9. One more time. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times x minus 2. Another way to do it is some students do it this way. They reduce it. So they take 12 and 4 and they reduce it to 3 and 1. And 3 times 3 is 9. That's how we get 9, folks. So now we have gotten rid of the fraction. We can now expand this. That is, 4 times 2x minus 5 is going to give you 8x minus 20. 9 times x minus 2 is going to give you 9x minus 18. Now, just as we did in the previous section, what we do is we expand. We've expanded, and now we're going to collect like terms. Letters on one side, numbers on the other. This time we're moving the letters to the right side. That way, our x's will be positive. 9x minus 8x and minus 20 plus 18. Minus 20 plus 18 is negative 2, and 9x minus 8x is just 8. 9x minus 8x is just x. So we have x is equal to negative 2 as our final answer for part C. Okay, last but not least, part D. What you want to do is again what we did for A, B, and C. That is, find the lowest common denominator. Lowest common denominator here, folks, is 15. So we multiply both sides by 15. 15 divided by 3 is 5. 5 times what? That's the numerator, x plus 2. 15 divided by 5 is going to be 3. 3 times what? That is the numerator, x minus 4. Once we've done that, we can expand this question, which is 5x plus 10 is equal to 3x minus 12. Move everything, the letters this time to the left side. We have 5x minus 3x is equal to negative 12 minus 10. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Negative 12 minus 10 is negative 22. Divide both sides by 2, and we get x is equal to negative 11. Now, folks, if you wanted to do a check, you can still do a left side, right side check with your solution. Well, that's the end of the lesson. Have a numerical day.